Hey there YouTube, this is Parker of Team Shockwave, and today I'm doing another commentary for a duel, and this time is Heroics versus Gishki. You guys already know Sam. He was the Gishki player against the, what match was it? Oh, Hats, during the first round of the tournament. And if you guys are interested to see the deck profile of that Gishki deck, it's already up on the channel. I believe I'll leave a link of the deck profile on the description box. And if you guys haven't noticed, this match was taken right before the new banlist was set place. To be more exact, the new rule sets. You know, you can't draw in your first turn, and also you can play 2 field cards at the same time. Going back to the Heroic Challenger, I remember when we were trying to make the deck out of it. Most likely Ed. He was the guy that said, you know, this archetype looks very fun to play. Let's make a deck out of it. But overall, I believe that he said that it was so hard to make the deck consistent, especially I believe it still has the problem now with even with the new support that's coming out for Duelist Alliance. But the thing about the Heroic Challenger, they have a hard time making a good opening play. Not only that, but the monster itself and the archetype are not that very good in general. It's very hard for them to keep it on the field, especially when you need to go to the Exceed plays. As you can see here, Sam is taking advantage of the Gishki ritual effect, allowing him to draw another card to his hand, but as well as trying to plus out of it by returning a card back to my deck. From this game here, I draw very bad. You know, I draw mostly spells and traps, and I was hoping that I was gonna get a monster soon, but unfortunately that's not the case here. So I also play Upstart Goblin into this build just so there's a very low monster count. I believe it's maybe 15 overall, but I believe with the second reinforcement army, it makes a lot better to search out what you need. And as you can see here, Sam was able to plus out of the Gishki Rituals effect to bounce my face down monster back to my deck. I believe Sam told me that he has a very high monster count, so he can take advantage of the his Rituals monster's effect. I add Thrasher to the deck to help me do faster Exceed plays, as well as he's also a warrior that contribute to the new Heroic Exceed monster that's coming out in Duelist Alliance. He is a very good card if you can get all 5 materials onto it. So I look like I have a very good position here. I had Wiretap and D-Prison, not D-Prison, but Bottomless Trap Hole face down, I believe. And the reason why I didn't activate Wiretap, because, you know, I would save it for something for a bigger play. So I was hoping that I was gonna draw a monster for my upcoming turn, but I guess that's not the case here, just because again, there's a very low monster count, and it's now. And I play the Upstart Gun just so I can den out the deck faster to get the core cards out. But I'm had a hard time trying to win this game too here. You can see I have a full hand of spells. I believe Book of Moon, Lance, and I can't tell the other one is. But so Sam is trying to repeat the process of going to the XC4 play with the Gishki Beast. So Sam here is going to go in for Bahamas Shark, but I have the Bottomless Trap Hole to get rid of it. I really thought he had something to protect it, but I guess not. I'm really having a hard time drawing what I need here, like a monster actually. So I really regretted not to play Lance or even the Wiretap to protect my Photo Thrasher, and in this game a little bit sooner than I thought. I'm really having a hard time drawing a monster here, but instead I'm just drawing like stable trap cards to help me protect me until I actually do get them. But at last I finally drew a heroic monster, and that is the new Thousand Blade. His effect is that you can discard 1 heroic card from your hand to special summon a heroic monster from your deck to the field. If you do this, you cannot special summon any other monster for the rest of the turn except for heroic monsters. And while this card is in your graveyard, when this card is when you take damage, you're able to special summon this card in the face-up attack mode, but you can only activate this effect once per turn. So that is very interesting effect, especially when you're trying to set up for the next play. It's nice to see that holding off that wiretap finally paid off, and now since I drew a heroic card in my hand, I'm able to use Down's Blaze effect to allow me to special summon Hellbird. Hellbird's effect, like I said before, he's the Stratos of the deck in a way that every time he does damage, you're able to add a heroic card from your deck to your hand, and he also has the piercing effect, so that is very good. So you'll have a higher chance to inflicting damage to your opponents there. So Sam here starting off with his tech play to get out the Gishki Shark and adding one of the Gishki cards to his hand, so he's going to add the Ritual. I believe Sam is going to go for the Ritual Summon, putting up a strong monster on the board, as well as drawing more cards to his deck and denting it as well. So I really like that he actually put Dragodi in the deck. It was something similar to what I did back a couple years back when I was playing Gishki. But I used Dragodi as for a defensive play because my build didn't have that much traps, but I did have a lot of hand advantage just because of cards like Salvage. Oh, it's important to note that the Ritual card needs to be exactly the same level as your Ritual monster you're special summoning. Something that I kind of did mistake a couple of times when I was actually using the Chigodia as a tribute to Ritual summon the level 8 or even level 6 monsters. But sometimes I was able to get around that by changing Chigodia's level when he's on the field. It was nice that I was able to get the search off with Helper's effect, trying to set up for my plays for the next turn. I do have the Call Hunter in my hand. So this play here, I can go into Excalibur and just attack over it, but instead I decided to just take it just because one, I can do more damage like that, and two, I didn't want his Ritual spell card to return that monster back to his hand. And seeing this play now, I can see that this move really does hurt me in the long run later in this game 3. So Sam was able to do his own one-on-one and take back his monster back to the grave while taking my own one-on-one as for himself. Looking at my hand right now, I'm able to special summon 4 monsters on my upcoming turn. I was planning to exceed summon to Excalibur and Blade Armor and try to end this game, but then I realized that one-on-one has the extra effect of not being destroyed, so I was trying to find another exceed monster that could get rid of the one-on-one without destroying it, but unfortunately I didn't put Black Ship into this extra deck, and I already used one-on-one already during this game. So that's what I meant when I mentioned earlier that that move really did hurt me in the long run. So in the beginning of my turn, I'm able to special summon Hellbird because he has that Saber Dragon effect, and then I was able to normal summon Thousand Blade, discarding a heroic card from my deck to the hand to special summon the Double Lance from my deck, and Call Haunted, the last heroic challenger in my graveyard, giving me 4 monsters to exceed into the new heroic champion monster, number 86. Number 86 effects has 5 effects depending on how many materials attached to it, and the requirement to get it out is rank 4 warrior monsters. So the first effect is that for 1 material, it cannot be destroyed by battle. 2 materials, it gains 1500 attack and defense. 3 materials, this card is unaffected by any other cards. 4 materials, your opponents cannot normal or special summon. And 5 materials allow you to destroy everything your opponent's side of the field once per turn. That is amazing right there. I also forgot to mention that at the end of your opponent's end phase, you have to detach 1 material off of it, and so it's similar to Tiras. Instead of your own end phase, you have to do it your opponent's. So I detached 1 material, and now Sam can summon his monster again. So he top deck his Beautiful Fish, allowing him to summon into the shark, and then the shark will allow him to get Zelga, and he's going to ritual summon Zelga to his hand. He's going to activate the effect. Hopefully I think he wanted to bounce my face down card, but I guess that was not going to happen. I was hoping Sam was gonna attack my champion, but I guess he was playing it safe, or he saw the play coming, because that face down card was a Forbidden Lance, and I was hoping to get rid of it by the time my turn was coming, but I guess not. So I had to detach a material off of my champion, and with two materials off of it, he's now affected by any other cards on the field, and now that's why Sam was holding off the Phoenix Chain. And because of he negated my effect, that means my attacking defense goes back to 1500. Keep in mind, while the Phoenix Chain is on the field, I do not have to detach the material. I do have that Forbidden Lance face down, so I can be free of the Phoenix Chain for the turn and regain my effects, but I don't see anything will happen from it. So this move here kind of cost me the game. I discarded the Heroic Challenger Sword Shield. This allows me my champion from not being destroyed by battle, and I'll take no battle damage, which the correct move I should have done is just to allow the attack to go through, but play Forbidden Lance on my own champion, allowing me to free from the Forbidden Chain and activating the effect from not being destroyed for the turn. This way, I'm able to take battle damage and allow me to special summon the Thousand Blade from my graveyard. This was actually helped me set up for my next play by discarding the Sword Shield from my hand to the grave and allowing me to special summon another Heroic Challenger card to the field. This way, I can special summon a Exceed monster that can help me push the game. But ironically enough, Sam was able to get into number 80 and banish my Thousand Blade from the graveyard. I don't know if it was coincidence or he actually saw the play coming for my upcoming turn, but yeah, it was that really hurt me a lot. But I'll guess I returned the favor by banishing his monster as well. And that's pretty much what I can do to him at all. He has a really massive field presence as now in monster and back row wise, and that is the biggest gachi ever. And that's pretty much what I can do to him throughout this rest of this match. He really have the field presence here with monster and back rows. I tried to stall for a little bit by freeing myself from the lance, like I mentioned before. With the lance freeing me from the chain, I'm able to activate my effect from not being destroyed by battle. And from this point, I can actually move the chain around with the point where I don't have to detach a material, which it really doesn't matter at this point. Like, I can't really come back, especially when that chain will come back to me, will reattach itself to me by my next turn. So, and it didn't help that I gave him Upside Golem to fuel his Zelga's effect. On the chain of the fact I play compulsory, you know, trying to buy myself just a little more time, but that gachi is quite powerful, to tell you the truth. I never seen anyone power up a gachi like that. I play Rhoda, which unfortunately I couldn't play 2 at the time, but I Rhoda for the the Heroic Challenger Double Lance. This is a pretty good effect. It's basically the breeze, but the bad part of it is that you only can special summon from the graveyard another copy of a double lance to the field. It's a good way for you to exceed summon fast in one turn, but the bad thing is that you just need to send one to the graveyard before you special summon the second or third copy. But now he's gonna pummel me with the gachi for a couple turns, and that's pretty much it for the match. If you guys want to see a deck profile of the Heroic Challenger, please like this video, and I'll surely will have one once I come back from my trip. I mentioned this a couple of times, but I've been taking a lot of trips. I've been in Los Angeles, New York, Jersey, Las Vegas, and I'll be in Connecticut and Baltimore in the next couple of weeks. Baltimore is especially for Otakon, if you guys are in around the area. So that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is Park from Team Shockwave, signing out.